Hello and welcome to my lecture on installing Jupyter Notebook with Anaconda distribution. So to start off, you want to go to anaconda.com/download, and then you want to download the appropriate version of Anaconda for your computer. So in my case, it's Windows, but it could be for Mac OS as well as Linux. So just scroll down here, and if you click on Mac OS, it'll give you Mac OS installer, Linux installer. So just go back to Windows, just scroll back up here. Now if you're not too sure whether or not you have a 64-bit or 32-bit operating system for your computer, in my case at least, what you do is go to Computer, right click, Properties, and as you can see here, System Type 64-bit operating system. Now for the remainder of this course, I'm not actually going to be using this computer. This computer I'm only using for section 1, just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on the green button, and this is going to give me the 64-bit. Otherwise, if you're a 32-bit, click here. This will download the Anaconda distribution, which will contain Jupyter Notebook, which is the IDE, the Integrated Development Environments, along with the latest version of Python, which is 3.6. And this is going to take some time, so I'm going to skip ahead. As you can see, it's 510 megabytes. So once the latest version of Anaconda 5.0.0 has been downloaded, what you want to do is go to the Downloads folder. And as you can see at the top here, I have an older version of Anaconda, which is 4.4. So you want to double click on the 5.0 version, and then it will just run through the installation process. So I'm going to just get rid of this window now, and click Run. Then we click Next. So just make sure that if you have any other applications running, that you close them. Then click Agree, Just Me, and we'll do Anaconda 5. I already have one called Anaconda 3, so because I have one downloaded called Anaconda 3, I don't want to override it, so I'm going to call this Anaconda 5. Then add Anaconda to my path environment variable. So make sure you actually tick this despite it being red here. Don't worry about this here. And if you haven't got any Python on your computer, what you want to do is click here as well. But because I already have a version of Python on my computer, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to cancel that. But if you haven't, make sure you tick this as well. Then click Install, and it will go about the process of installing. So I'm just going to skip ahead, and then I'll come back to the process of setting up Jupyter Notebook.